I want to ask one question first. Why we students are not only suffering from educational competition, but also getting closer among stress from learning. Although there's no refutation of having competition promotes better outcomes in over situation, the United States has brought major problematic education consequences from it. Due to overwhelming academic ambitious competitions, students became victims of institutions, where originally raised crave thinkers, not surprising with the regulations and systems. However, the only Finland education discourages competition unlike other nations. By comparing education system between United States and Finland, there are distinguishable facts, which creates a huge gap on PISA program for international student assessment, exam score, and student satisfaction of general life under 18. To explore details of facts, among the OECD nations, include United States of America, have common errors which should be fixed in order to pursue the true education, which is education for students with potential like Finland. In this article, I will talk about the Finland's competition, egalitarianism on educator and student with the research-based teaching, and their routinized reading. After experiencing almost 700 years being colonized by near strong empires, especially 19th centuries, Russia is promoting their Russianification of Finland. Finland education system reflects their nationalism, which claims their cooperative nature. The education system of the Finland primarily pursues complementary cooperation between students and teachers, in order to prevent strangers from school and further their society. In addition, having geographical difficulties, which is limited and low amount of resources and territory, generated their consideration that education is the most important asset to survive from economic, social, and political invasion from surrounded nations. Therefore, due to the cooperative education, which is a social structure as well, the competition gradually became small part of their education. In other words, the standardized test operated by a government is not mandated to all students and is not existing in general schools. According to the Eero Aho, who is a former Director General of the Finnish National Board of Education, determinedly answered the question as one word during the interview with the Commonwealth magazine that competition in Finland is no. Hence, the exams are used as accomplishing personal goals instead of competition to get high GPA for college application like United States school system. Since the Finland education system concentrates on the maximizing potentials of students and promoting learning for personal accomplishment, it can be viewed as they are one step closer to the true education. Most of great men in the history have mentors who read and instructed them to be successful. Finnish Ministry of Education offers myriad opportunities to teachers, empowering freedom of teaching, the best conditions, and enough financial support from governments. In other words, they are spending a lot of money and time to find appropriate teachers who primarily have research-based teaching and can provide egalitarianistic education. The research-based teaching of Finnish educators means as each educator's study of education applies to real education environment with their expanded way of teaching from curriculum. Finland government expenditure of discovering and raising their teacher is a significant process of their education system. Moreover, the egalitarian education of both students and teachers allow high participant rates and stimulated eagerness of learning. without existence any competition, because equal opportunity of this education gives broader communication and unlimited support to various kind of students. Therefore, the difference among the students are almost immaterial. On the other hand, in the United States, although we are spending colossal amount of money on teachers' paycheck and pensions to provide high quality education to all United States citizens, however, the low-notch educators who only learn to teach structures curriculums to students are mostly offered in institutions. Also, the gap between not only prestigious institution and community college, but also single students' education level is too huge to cover all students at the same level of education. It is obviously hard to change at one moment, from elementary to college, but gradual attempt or improvement with adopting other nations' previous success in education will lead to United States as educational advanced country. The routinized reading habits from early childhood is majorly contribute to Finland's high education level. In Finland having less than 500 million population, the number of library is 319 and the library branches are 496 and movable libraries are 155. These huge number of libraries consider low population and small territory devoted to learning from reading as developing creativity and ability to think and judgment skills, which led the world-best education system. Also, the surprising fact of Finland reading habit is 80% of population regularly use library, with each person using library average of 11 times in a year. This humongous amount of reading created them as an educationally advanced country. Moreover, the reading replaced the class hours in January as 24 per week, instead of having average of 35 hours per week classes hour in United States. The reading seems to create gap between the first place of PISA exam outcome, which is Finland, and below the average outcome of United States. According to the fact comparison between education of Finland and United States, I can firmly say there is problem of United States education. Since US have more class hours and massive inputs in education, the level of students must be better than Finland. Seeing the difference between the two countries, the competition among the students makes them ill and faster due to the suppression and stresses from studying. In addition, lack of equal opportunities to students in the United States, which is a lack of egalitarian education, creates diminishing passion of education to not only learners but also educators. In order to accomplish true education in the United States, the Ministry of Education needs modification on fundamental to general system by accepting Finland's or any other country's footprints.